going, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, it's time for another Pop Off with Maddison. For today's Pop Off, I'm going to be talking about Kim Kardashian because she is spilling all the tea over on the Not Skinny Not Fat podcast, and obviously we had to discuss it. I'm telling you, Kim Kardashian discussed everything from her divorce with Kanye, which by the way, they didn't speak for 8 months after Kim filed, which is absolutely crazy to me. She also talked about her thoughts and feels on what Kanye has posted on Instagram. She also talked about how she feels about Kanye West dating someone who looks exactly like her, and she gave us an update on where her and Kanye stand now. I'm telling you, the tea was spilled. In addition to that, she also talked about her relationship with Pete Davidson and how it all started, and you guys are gonna be shocked to hear this, but actually hearing how Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson started talking makes me like Pete Davidson more. I know, I'm also surprised. Also, a little extra added tea for you guys that doesn't necessarily have to do with the podcast, because you guys know I love a little additional dose of tea. I do want to fill you in on what we're allegedly gonna see during the first episode of the Kardashians' new Hulu show. Apparently, we're gonna see Kim Kardashian lose her ish over Saint seeing a pop-up ad about never before seen footage about Kim's sex tape. Apparently, we see her get on the phone with lawyers. We see a tearful phone call with her and Kanye. So obviously, we have to talk about that as well. All right, you guys, clearly we have so much Kim K news to get into. So I'm not gonna waste any more of your time and let's get straight to unwrapping these Kim Kardashian facts. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Kim Kardashian recently appeared on the Not Skinny Not Fat podcast with Amanda Hirsch, and lucky for us, she did not hold back when it came to several topics about her life. First up, I want to fill you guys in on everything she said about Kanye. Now, in regards to her divorce, Kim noted that after she filed, things were, quote, on and off with her and Kanye, and then she went on to say, quote, we went about 8 months without even speaking to each other at the beginning of the divorce, and then, you know, we slowly started talking again, and I went to the Donda premiere. Kim also made sure to note that during that tense time between her and Kanye when they weren't speaking, Kanye was still seeing the kids. She just took a minute of not talking, and she said that she thinks in all relationships, sometimes it can just be like that. Now, one of the things that I found most interesting is when Kim opened up about how she felt in regards to Kanye West speaking poorly about her over on his Instagram. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for the past few months, you know that Kanye West has gone off about Kim Kardashian more than once on his Instagram. I've done my best to try to keep up with Kanye and all of his Instagram antics. If you want to go check out some of my previous videos to see some of the things that Kanye West was saying about Kim Kardashian on Instagram, please go do so, because as of right now, he has stopped doing that, and I'm very happy that he stopped doing that. But anyway, in regards to Kanye's Instagram posts, Kim said, quote, I know who he is inside, and I know what he means to say, and I know what he means to express, and that's the beauty of knowing someone for many years. So it can be stressful, and it can be a lot of things, but I think you just have to be positive when you have kids, and you just have to look at the positive as hard as it is. Kim went on to say that things are definitely not easy behind closed doors, but that she does feel empowered in the way that she reacts to things, because at the end of the day, fighting back and forth does absolutely nothing, which I do agree with her on. However, she did say sometimes she isn't always non-reactionary. Kim said that sometimes she will say something out of anger, and then she'll sit back and question herself saying, why did I just do that? Now, in regards to where her and Kanye stand now, present day, Kim said that things are, quote, good and calm. However, they aren't really communicating, which she says is okay sometimes. And then Kim also noted that, you know, she spent a decade of her life with Kanye West, so she will always have so much love for him, which I think is absolutely fair. He's also the father of her children. Kim also said that she is hopeful that one day they'll get to a place of, quote, co-parenting goals, even if they're not at that place right now. Also, as far as Kanye West and his new relationship with Chaney Jones, remember she's an Instagram model. She's also studying psychology or therapy. I don't remember which one, but something in the mental health field. Kim Kardashian also commented on her and the fact that people love to say that Chaney Jones is a Kim Kardashian lookalike. Essentially, Kanye dating somebody who looks like her does not bother Kim at all. As Kim said, quote, I just want him to be happy. And like, she seems like the sweetest. Just whatever makes you happy. I don't care what it is. I think that it will reflect in your life and your work, everything, and how you are as a parent. As long as he's happy, I genuinely just want that, truly. Okay, now moving on, let's talk about what Kim Kardashian had to say in regards to her relationship with Pete Davidson. Apparently, Kim and Pete actually met for the first time at last year's Met Gala, and this was before it was publicly announced that Kim Kardashian was going to be hosting SNL, but obviously she knew, and all of the people on SNL knew that she was eventually going to come on. And Kim actually recalled how at the Met Gala, you know, she had heard that Pete Davidson was kind of searching for her number, so she decided to go up and start talking to him. And when they were talking, she noted how nervous she was for SNL, and he was like, you know what, it's no big deal, why don't you take my number? However, if you remember, Kim Kardashian was literally head to toe covered at the Met Gala, and she said because of the glove she was wearing, she couldn't use her phone, so therefore she couldn't take Pete Davidson's number. So So after the Met Gala, the two actually never spoke or even connected until Kim was on SNL. And I want to say it sounded like Pete Davidson kind of was playing a little hard to get. Apparently Pete Davidson was the only cast member who said he did not want to be filmed for the Kardashians Hulu show, so he really wasn't around that much for rehearsals. But of course that totally didn't matter because we know the two shared an absolutely iconic smooch during one of the skits that Kim and Pete were both in, and apparently Kim definitely felt something when the two shared that kiss on the SNL stage. When she talked about it, she said, quote, "It was a stage kiss, but it was still a little zing." And I personally loved hearing Kim talk about this because she definitely laughed about it, and she said she wasn't sure if it was an actual zing or if it was just the fact that she hadn't kissed anybody else in over 10 years. Now, like I said, Pete Davidson was definitely playing hard to get, and Kim also talked about how after the taping of SNL, Pete Davidson was the only cast member who didn't show up to her SNL after party. She said that she really thought about it afterwards, so clearly she was a little bummed that he didn't show, which now she said she knows that he didn't show up because he's not a big partier. But still, just the fact that in that moment, Kim was a little disappointed that Pete Davidson didn't come, I was like, okay, maybe there was a little zing on that stage. Kim then went on to say that they definitely hung out a few times privately before they went to Knott's Berry Farm, and as you all know, after that Knott's Berry Farm hangout, that's when the rest of us found out that something was going on with Kim and Pete. Now, real quick before I pop off and give you guys my thoughts on this interview that Kim Kardashian did, I want to talk about what we can expect from the first episode of the Kardashians' new Hulu show. So apparently this first episode is going to be extremely tense because in this first episode, we see Kim react to Saint coming to her after he saw a pop-up ad advertising unseen footage of Kim Kardashian and Ray J's sex tape. Multiple outlets report that after Saint comes to Kim Kardashian, she's distraught, she's on the phone with lawyers, she's telling them to do whatever it takes to make sure this footage is never seen, she's telling them to take legal action, she's telling them to just do anything that they need to do. We also apparently see a very tearful conversation between her and Kanye West, which if you remember, Kanye West did kind of talk about this during his interview with Hollywood Unlocked. He talked about how Kim called him and was distraught about rumors that there was unseen footage. Ray J's manager was also saying at the time that he had unseen footage, and Kanye talked about how he did everything in his power to get this unseen footage for Kim Kardashian. He of course talked about taking a flight to get the unseen footage. I don't know if that's going to be discussed in this episode of the Kardashians' new Hulu show, but I'm just saying both Kim and Kanye have clearly confirmed that there was a major freak out moment when it came to alleged unseen footage about Kim Kardashian's sex tape with Ray J. Anyway, apparently Kim Kardashian is seen saying that she is, quote, 99.9% sure there is no additional footage out there, but that visceral of a reaction kind of tells me otherwise. And I also want to point out it's interesting that the Kardashians' new Hulu show is starting off talking about Kim Kardashian's sex tape, because if you guys remember, the very first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians also actually featured Kim Kardashian freaking out about fallout from her sex tape. So it's a very deja vu moment. It's a very full circle moment. So snaps to the producers on that one, I suppose. But this is just a little more intense because obviously Kim's kids are involved. I'm telling you, it's all fun and games until there's kids in the picture. But obviously I have some weird thoughts about all of this. So let's go ahead and make this pop-up official and get to the shams and get to the shambong. Okay, so first up, in regards to Kim and Kanye, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was a little sad to hear that they didn't speak for 8 months after Kim filed for divorce. And that's just because I'm sure their kids definitely picked up on that super tense energy between their parents, and I can't imagine how difficult that must have been. Now, of course, obviously, I know sometimes for kids, the most positive thing for them to happen is for their parents to have that level of separation, but still, I mean, say what you will about Kim and Kanye. I know a lot of people dislike them. I know a lot of people have negative things to say about them, but I really liked them together, and I really do think that they were a good couple when they were happy. I mean, like I said, Kim Kardashian definitely noted that they don't really communicate that much, and that is still sad for me to hear, but I do think that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West can get to a good co-parenting place. I think they can get to a healthy co-parenting relationship, because at the end of the day, I do think no matter what Kanye West has said on social media, and no matter what him and Kim have been through, I do genuinely think that they have a lot of love for one another, and I do think it's possible that they're going to get to a very healthy ex-husband, ex-wife relationship and a very healthy co-parenting relationship. And as far as Kim and Pete, I'll admit, you guys, hearing the fact that Pete Davidson was not thirsty necessarily for Kim Kardashian's attention at the Met Gala or when she was hosting SNL really makes me like him 10 times more, because I feel like when he was dating Ariana Grande, he loved the attention almost almost more so than he loved Ariana Grande. And that's really been my issue with Pete Davidson. It's not his looks, it's not because he's not traditionally good looking, it's just because I felt like Pete Davidson loves the attention that comes along with dating these beautiful A-listers more than he actually likes the women themselves. But when it comes to Kim Kardashian, I feel like hearing her recount of how they met and how they started dating, like, it definitely makes me like Pete Davidson a lot more. I feel like he actually is a very genuine person. Now, I do want to say, because I know some of you are going to bring this up, Maddison, remember how you thought that Kim and Pete were PR at first? I still think that this relationship started off as PR. I think that Kim Kardashian knew that she needed to move on with someone. I think that she knew she needed to move on with someone who was definitely different from Kanye. That way she wouldn't have those headlines of, you know, Kim's dating a Kanye lookalike. Even though she's okay with Kanye doing that, I don't think she wanted to do that herself. So I definitely feel like when she saw Pete Davidson, she probably liked that he was playing a little hard to get. So she was like, oh, he's gonna be the perfect person for me to go on a couple of dates with, and definitely a good first person for me to be seen with post Kanye. I don't necessarily think she expected it to blossom into what it is. I definitely think that they like each other. I definitely think that they genuinely like spending time together. I just still think that it started out with some PR motives. And I also want to say, guys, I'm kind of pretty excited for this Kardashians' new Hulu show. I can't lie, I'm ready to see all of this alleged unseen footage drama play out. And the last thing I'm going to say is I think it's very coincidental that the Hulu show is starting off eerily similar to how Keeping Up with the Kardashians started off. I love a full circle moment. I'm really here for it. I'm sure this is probably just gearing up the Kardashians Hulu show to be just as successful as Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I mean, Hulu is investing $100 million into this, so they're probably hoping it's going to be as successful as Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And again, this little teasing of the first episode definitely made me want to watch, so Mama Chris, hats off to you. All right, you guys, those are all my thoughts on Kim Kardashian's latest interview and all of the tea she spilled. I want to hear all of your thoughts and feels down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell. For more content, make sure you follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, don't forget to keep coming back to my channel to check out my YouTube shorts. You guys can also find all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.